have a slow flow and a mobility practice for me to do both this week, and there's time. So mobility, why would we do mobility? Hello, hello, healing yoga or healing flow yoga. Hope you can hear me. There's a few reasons why you'd want to practice do a mobility practice, and I'm going to tell you as we're moving, since I only have 10 minutes with you today. So go ahead and you can start seated. I'm going to start seated as well. So a mobility practice will allow you to assess what your body is, how your body's feeling in that day. It can feel, for me, it feels like a moving meditation, and I really bring it into all my classes. All my slow flow classes have an element of mobility in them. It's in the way that I share. So we'll start with the neck. Here's the thing, if you're doing any of these movements with me, only move in the way that feels really good. So you don't have to move as big as I do. You can make your movements a little bit smaller if necessary. And always feel free to DM me or email me with questions. So we're gonna start. I'm going to feel physical engagement in my body as if I'm holding something up, and that's that I need to maintain an element of engagement or strength in my body. I'm going to feel a little bit of that as I move. That way that when I move, I'm only creating mobility or movement within that joint that I'm focusing on. Okay, so I'm going to feel engagement. Bring the chin to the chest. Slide your chin over to the left side of your collarbone. Then lower your left ear to your left shoulder. Slide your head back. Lower the right ear to the right shoulder. Lower the chin down to the side of the collarbone as you move down to the middle. Notice that we're going to do that 2 more times that way. Notice that my shoulders don't get involved at all. Just moving the cervical spine, the neck. So that was 3 on that side. Let's go the other way. So slide your chin on the right to the right side of the collarbone, right ear to the right shoulder. Slide back, lower the left ear to the shoulder, chin down as you come through the middle. And I am attempting to make this circle just the tiniest bit bigger every time. 1 more this direction. It is helpful to see yourself, to practice with something like a mirror in front of you or with a camera on you, so you can see if you're moving your body in ways that you don't know. Okay, we're going to now do this with your arms. Just reach your right arm in front of you with your palm facing up and then back behind you. Then when you get to the top, rotate your arm. Keep rotating it. Do you see that? So now I'm rotating it internally or inward, rotating the back of my shoulder in. But notice I'm not going like so. I'm not moving my ribs necessarily as much. I'm just rotating at the top, and then I take my arm back. With the arm back, land with your knuckles facing your hips. Then go back. When you get to the back, rotate your arm so your palm faces up, the inner elbow faces up. When you get to the top, rotate a little bit more so that now your palm faces up to the ceiling and the elbow faces up to the ceiling. Do that 1 more time. And you go up and then rotate, keep rotating. There it is. And then go back with the knuckles facing the hip. Go back, find a stopping point, then rotate and lift your arm and bring it in front of you with your palm facing up. I love to stop and feel. This is where that meditative part comes in. I love to stop and feel what the right side feels like compared to the left. It consistently feels like more open, more spacious, more awake, alert, available. Like there's more strength and flexibility available. It's to the other side. Start with your palm facing up. When you get to the top of your reach, notice that my ribs, I'm actively pulling my ribs just to be neutral so that they don't pop forward. I'm really good at that. Maybe you don't have to worry about that, but I have to be cognizant of that. When you get to the top, start to rotate. When you start to rotate, make sure that you're feeling it at the top of the arm and around the shoulder blade. And then as you go back, you'll land with the palm. There's a cat there. Land with your palm facing away, knuckles facing your hip. And you go back, rotate. When you get to the top, turn the palm, turn the elbow pit up. One more time as you go up. Rotate. Ooh, did you hear that? I felt good. And you go back. And then land with your palm facing away. Go back, rotate, lift up. Keep lifting up and finding that rotation until the palm faces up and the elbow pit faces up. Feels so good. Okay, and now we're going to do fingers. So actually wrists. So if you are able, bring your forearms to your knees or to maybe a block or something that's steady in front of you. And that way that your forearms don't move. If you were to place like a water, like your morning coffee or tea on your, on the very, like on this part of your forearm, that when you move your wrist around, the coffee or the tea wouldn't move. Here we go. Turn your fingers in, then bring them down out to the sides, then up to the ceiling, and then back down again. Out, up, in, and down. And go the opposite way. In, up, out, and down. In, up, out. And find as much as you can in this circle. That's a winner with all of my clients. They all love the wrist movement. And this is something that I like to do before I bring my group class students into downward facing dog, just to get their wrist warmed up. It really makes a difference in the quality of your engagement.